EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Johnson. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry. Check 3.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Agnew now to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. And that's complete to Jesse James. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
We got 3. We got it.
To the air again, Stafford. He's got Curse. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. And he takes this one in for a Lion Lions, touchdown. Ty Johnson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On second and a yard, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Fitzgerald's got it right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 39-yard line.
Let's set a tone.
Check. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
From the 31, Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Second down, defense, let's go. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Joker, 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 joker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Completes it to Fitzgerald. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Right here, guys. West. Watch the screen. Pass.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He goes
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Murray again. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 52 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, give me a radar.
To throw again. Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Danny Amendola, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it with Johnson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find Isabella. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 49-yard line.
42, check, Mike 42. Check down.
Throwing on second down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Second and 5 now. Stafford. Past the 20. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Prater for the extra point. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. And the ball.
Again, it's Johnson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Murray going to try to throw on third down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Johnson. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On the return is Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to...
More than double-digit carries in the second half alone. That's what you...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jared Davis showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Ready. 15 money. Right show. Come on. Switch. Check 3. Mike 51. They can't hang with us. Zip it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. From his own goal line, Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A big run there by Johnson. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch the screen.
Murray now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trey Flowers able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Hey, alert 3.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. This from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, hey, Mike 7.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. 11 yards there, first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. A right side catch by Crabtree. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
40 gun! 40 gun!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
32!
They go to Johnson again. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
43's the mic. 43.
Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
43. Check tight. Check tight. Bravo. 43 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. What we got? What we got? What we got?
They snap it to Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At their 48-yard line.
Now Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Murray to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from long, very long range. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills.